Yo, what's going on, Sawk here, and today I'm bringing you guys my PCL playoff video versus Diet Tight and his new Britain RockRuff. If you guys do not care to watch this team builder portion of the video where I go over and explain all my sets, be sure to click on the timestamp, well, don't click on it, skip to the timestamp on the right side here on the screen, and you guys will get right to that battle. For the rest of you, let's get right into this. So his team does consist of Z Kieran Black, which is his only Z user, Entei, Needle Queen, Serena, Araquanid, Weezing, Zapdos, Conkeldurr, Sylveon, Lycanroc, Dusk, and Mega Metagross. The broken Mega Metagross, I face it again. I did win the first time we played. It was a little bit of a hacksy game, however, I was in a winning position. It just shortened the game at the end. So, a couple of these sets are similar to what I brought in the first game, however, not exactly. Mega DNC will lead off the team here with Stealth Rock, Moonblast, Earth Power, and Diamond Storm. When I was building this team, I knew I wanted rocks on Mega DNC because it pressured the rest of his team, and his defoggers, being Zapdos and Serena, don't want to be in taking unnecessary damage from Mega DNC because they have to stop other members of my team. However, Serena has a really bad matchup. Araquanid does not have a good matchup either. So I fully expect Zapdos to be around to defog. I almost expect the same 6 from last time. The 6 he brought last time were Kieran Black, Entei, Needle Queen, Zapdos, Conkeldurr, and Mega Metagross. So, kind of expecting the same 6. Probably different sets, of course, but the same 6 in general, maybe swap 1 or 2 out. So, I looked at him like, I want a more offensive approach to this team because I want to pressure him a lot in order to get rid of Nidoqueen and Zapdos, which are his 2 best checks to my Genesect. Because Genesect this week is being brought with Douse Drive, Rock Polish, Technoblast, Ice Beam, and Flash Cannon. Max Special Attack Technoblast obliterates the Entei. Flash Cannon's nice stab hits the Kieran Black. Ice Beam is really nice. It hits the Zapdos. It also can hit the Needle Queen for super effective damage, choking the Technoblast. And the only thing it really doesn't deal well with is Mega Metagross. However, once I get Mega Metagross to about half HP, Technoblast will kill if I get the +1 boost into speed. But that is Genesect this week. Meant to stay late game, kind of like using it quasi-Magearna style, waiting to late game setup and sweep. Next up here I do have Crawdaunt with Lumberry Hypercutter. It actually was adaptability in game. I don't know why it has that in there. Dragon Dance, Liquidation, Knockoff, and Superpower. The Superpower is to get rid of the Kieran Black. Liquidation and Knockoff are 2 other good moves. It hits a lot of his team. Only thing it really doesn't hit is the Conkeldurr, but I have other checks to that. And the next Pokemon here being Rotom Heat. The Rotom Heat. Will-O-Wisp, Hex, Pain Split, and Volt Switch. This is really just meant to deal with Mega Metagross and also can help against a Conkeldurr. If it is the Guts set, it's not Sheer Force, and that means a couple of my other Pokemon can beat that. If it's Assault Vest Sheer Force, it is a lot harder to deal with. Next up here we do have Blacephalon with Spooky Plate, Psyshock, Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, and Calm Mind. Speed is just speed. It also makes sure I get a speed boost with my Beast Boost series. You guys can see the 174 versus 173. Because 174 is my highest stat, I will get the Beast Boost in that. So if I can get a Calm Mind off and then I kill something, I will be at +1 special attack, +1 Spadef, +1 speed. So it's almost kind of like a quasi-Quiver Dance, and something died. So pretty good, I'd say. But this can put in a lot of work mid-game to late game to try to help weaken everything for a Genesect sweep. Because a Psyshock base is about 50 to a Nidoqueen, so if I can get Nidoqueen to about half HP or less, Genesect can come on in and then sweep. And last but certainly not least here, we do have Yelich, the Flying, Beware, Sword Dance, Aerial Ace, Earthquake, and Drain Punch. Flying Beware this week is really nice. That helps check the Conkeldurr, helps check the Araquanid and the Serena. Even though the Araquanid and Serena don't have good matchups like I've said before, it does help quite a bit. Speed on there is to outspeed max speed Araquanid and a max speed Conkeldurr. So yeah, that is the team for this week. I will see you guys right with the game here in about 2 seconds. Alright, and we are back with the game here. We do see the same sixes we saw last time. So as I said in my team builder portion, I am just going to lead off with Mega DNC. So let's get right into it. Hopefully this is a good game for playoffs. I always like doing rematches. However, it scares me even more because this is, quote, my best matchup. It's not really the best though. So we are going to be challenged by Pokemon Trainer Jason. Like I said in the team builder, I'm leading off with Diancie. I'm getting my rocks up turn 1. And I want to start chipping away at things. I want to start damaging things. He does lead with his Croatia, which is his Entei on here. So he is going to exert his pressure. So we know he has an hidden ability. I don't even think that's released, but it's shiny, so it could pack E-Speed. We need to remember this. He does go into his Professor X, which is his Mega Metagross. It's not Mega Evolved yet. However, I will get my Mega Evolution off first because I am staying in. I'm clicking my rocks. So Mega DNC will come on out here. Mega Evolve into Mega DNC, and I do click Diamond Storm in the first play, predicting him to go into Zapdos instead of Entei. If he stayed in with Entei, also hit that as well, I may get a plus boost in defense. However, I am going to swap out my DNC right here and go right into my Rotom Heat. Shoutouts to JB for the name. He's going to Mega Evolve himself, and I believe right now he just clicks Meteor Mash or Iron Head. I think he might actually... He clicked Power Punch, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he clicked Power Up Punch, so he gets the +1 attack. However, it does literally nothing to this, and he cannot be burned. Because if Mega Metagross is burnt, it puts me in a lot better situation. So I am going to do that. We're just going to Will-O-Wisp here as as Tig-Ol comes on in, which is his Nidoqueen. I will Will-O-Wisp that. I cannot speak today, sorry guys. But I will get that burn off on the Nidoqueen, which is decent. It allows me to whittle that down a little bit more. It'd be better if it was like, it can't be paralyzed really, it can't be toxic, so burning is alright, it gets chip damage off in the end. However, I do go into my Diancie here. On the Flamethrower, so he does have Flamethrower for the Genesect. I need to keep this in mind for late game. Because Genesect has a chance to win if I can set it up correctly and set it up on the thing I need to. So I do just get off my rocks here as he is going to just knock me out here with the Earth Power. As you are going to see right now, I got my rocks up. However, like I said, Earth Power comes on out. It's going to nuke this Mega DNC, and unfortunately, Nolas will go down. However, I did get my rocks up, which is all I needed it to do in this matchup, so it did a decent job at it. Plus, I also have a burn to Tig-Ol here in front of me. I'm going to go into my Crawdaunt, which is Portland here. I'm going to Dragon Heads up because he's not going to want to stay in. He does not have Will-O-Wisp. Toxic is alright. It means I get a free setup to +1/+1. He's going to go into my favorite, which is his Kyurem Black. As like I said, I am going to go for this Dragon Dance as the Terravolt pops, which is a Mold Breaker ability. That Dragon Dance will come on out looking all cool, shooting some Flea Ball out by the school. A couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. So I will get that speed boost plus the attack. I am going to go for a super power here to knock out this Kyurem Black. The only way it takes it is if it was Choppleberry, but he did reveal later that it is a Dragonium Z. I will get the attack and defense fall. However, I am neutral adaptability. I can hit something very hard here if I want to. He does go into his Zapdos here, as we do see. I'm just going to go for a knockoff here. I'm going to gauge damage, see if he's Fizz Def, specially defensive, as he is definitely specially defensive, not physically defensive. That Thunderbolt is going to come out, though, and knock me out, as the Crawdaunt will drop here, as we see. So, unfortunately, we are down 5-4. However, I can go into Blacephalon here. I thought about clicking Calm Mind here, because Discharge will not do enough, or Thunderbolt will not do enough in order to knock me out. However, I just decided to click Shadow Ball in case he does swap out into his Mega Metagross. I am going to get my Beast Boost in the speed as Zapdos will fall as Tig-Ol comes on out again, as this Nidoqueen will arrive onto the field. The Point Stones will take a little bit of chip damage onto it, however it is very much resistant. So I'm going to click Psy-Shock here, as I am going to do a good chunk to that, as he does click Earth Power, as this Nidoqueen proves to be a pain in my side, as Blacephalon will drop you to another Earth Power. This Nidoqueen's being really, really obnoxious to me. I'm going to go into my Beware here. Now, I'm going to pause it right here, with the cool star in the background. So, as you guys saw, I've been playing very quick, I've been playing very impatient, I've been predicting him to predict. So I'm thinking, alright, he's up 4-3. However, I have a clean Beware and he does not know what I'm going to do with this Beware. For all I know, he could be Scarf, he could be Life Orb. I don't know what item he is yet. So I'm thinking at the moment he is Scarf. Because he is Scarf, a Earth Power will not knock me out to the point. So my idea was, okay, he's not going to want to stay in and click Earth Power. It's not going to do a whole heck of a lot, and I can just nuke it this turn and get rid of his Needle Queen, which really is kind of nice to stop Volt Switches from my team. So I'm just thinking, alright, I'm just going to click Swords Dance here, and then I can click Earthquake and run through the rest of his team. I do have that Fly in EMZ just for the Conkeldurr, so when it comes in, I can nuke that. So in my head here, Swords Dancing is the optimal play because I will be able to get up. I'm going to Swords Dance here, get my dance up as he does stay in. Let's see what he decides to go for. He does go for the Sludge Wave, which does a lot of damage to my Beware, to the point where it cannot take any more hits, and this is not looking good for me, because I now kill this Needle Queen with Earthquake, and because Beware lacks any priority at all, Beware is just kind of fodder now. So I have to be wary of what Beware can do. Basically, it's here for the Conkeldurr, because otherwise Conkeldurr can kind of put a messing up on my team. He's going to go into his Croatia here, as Point of Suns will dig in. However, the pressure and the ability to just Flare Blitz through the rest of my team kind of scares me a lot, so I'm going to swap into my Rotom-Eat here, being able to take any hit he wants to go for. He's going to go for the Sacred Fire here, as he reveals that he is not banded. However, he is max attack adamant, I believe, is what my calcs were reading. So, knowing this, I'm like, okay, he's not banded. He could be some random thing. He does click Flame Charge here, which is not good for me because he gets the speed boost. And because this is Flame Charge, Sacred Fire, I'm thinking, okay, what are his last two moves? Because if Flame Charge is his only Flame Charge and the Flare Spirit thing, Entei's Sacred Fire, it's going to do a lot. So, however, I'm going to go into my Beware here, as this is not looking good. It's looking like Entei can just clean from here, as it's not looking good. Yelich, unfortunately, will go down to the Sacred Fire, and now this is a +1 speed Croatia here against my team, and it looks like it's game over. He kept this to the point where he has Stone Edge too, so I'm going to click Pain Split here and get some decent HP back. However, knowing that I can't stall this out forever, I am going to have to hopefully get some damage off or some misses, and so I can start getting some HP back, so I can start damaging this enough to hopefully pick up a kill with Genesect and win. However, he does reveal the Toxic. So let's just put this into perspective. The first time we played, I brought Gastrodon, and Gastrodon would have walled this set to hell and back. Flare, Sacred Fire, Flame Charge, Toxic, and Stone Edge. Literally, like, most Gastrodons would have been able to stop this cold because of me being Fizz Death. Because of me being Fizz Death most weeks. So Gastrodon would have came in, walled the hell out of this, been able to keep, I would have been able to keep Aware around because I would have been able to swap into this. Mega Metagross would have still been around. However, I do have a Genesect, so I can hit that pretty hard, and Entei would have dropped. So if I brought Gastrodon instead of Sablecephalon this week, which probably was not a bad idea, I really could have just won this game. But because he is a weird funky, I'm not going to call it an unset because it worked. Because he is such a weird set that's so specific to late game, I easily could have pressured this with Gastrodon to the point where I could have won and this set would have been neutered. However, because Gastrodon did not come, I am going to click Hex here. Try to get as much damage off as I can. It does not do anything to this. as he does prove to be leftovers. So this set's gonna just win now. Yeah. I lost. Like, spoiler, cool. I lost. It happens. It's just this irked me to the point where I should not have ever lost this. I'm just trying to get it down within range, so maybe he thinks I'm E-speed. So E-speed from there would kill, and then I have a chance maybe if E-speed Genesect, but as you guys know, I'm not. I'm rock polish 3 attacks, and it Rotomeat will go down, which is whatever at this point. Like, I have to hope he chokes. Like, if, as you can see right there, I'm douse driving. You can see him clearly in that Scarf. Adamant. I do get the attack rate, which just isn't even good for me. So it literally looks like it's over from here. He clicks Sacred Fire and just will straight Oko my Genesect as your Minnesota Twin Needles will end the season 6-6, losing in the quarterfinals. GG to Diet Tight. He won. Go check him out. Yada, yada, yada. Peace out, Scouts.